Welcome, everybody, to Mental Capacity episode Whole Hand 5. We're on episode 5. This is awesome. So, welcome, of course, to my co host Antwaun with his pink background. He's giving some of the ladies some of his sensitiveness. Sean.
More teddy bear than grizzly bear.
I can say that is very true. He is very teddy bear, which is nice, like a lot of people need those tall and like protective teddy bears instead of ones that look like they're gonna beat you up all the time. My brother is like that too. One of my brothers he's a internal teddy bear. He doesn't let everybody see it. He's kind of an asshole to everybody. Well, no, to me. He's an asshole to me, but he's a teddy bear to most other people. He's very sweet. The other one is just the same no matter what. But yeah. So anyway, guys, guess what I'm drinking today? Water.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We scaling it back a little bit.
Yeah.
We ain't as fancy as we normally are. No kombucha, no Jameson, no.
Right. I mean, well, this is infused water. So it does kind of like,
Okay.
it has the citrus in it. I made it myself. You just leave the fruit in there. But I was like, I haven't drank a lot of water today. And I literally just woke up from a nap, which Antwaun and I were just talking about before we started the thing. We both have been really tired this week. So
Yeah.
after work today, and we just found this out about each other that we both went to sleep after work.
Yeah.
Like,
a little cat nap.
oh my gosh, mine was a lot longer than it should have been. Like, I still kind of feel groggy, but and it's gorgeous outside. And honestly, I hate it when I take a nap when the sun is out, when it's warm, because I feel like I'm missing out. But my body needed that sleep. It was like, Kristan, no, this is not good for you. So I listened to it and I took a whole hour sleep. It was like an hour and a half, I think, on and off. Very weird.
Oh, that ain't bad.
It is for me because, okay, so I don't know if you know, but your body, when it comes to naps, you're only supposed to take about 26 minutes because when you take a 26-minute nap, you won't actually wake up groggy. You'll actually wake up more alert. It's like having a timeout. So I set my alarm or my timer.
Hour nap.
Yeah. I set it to like 26 and then I got up and I went, oh no, another 26 minutes. And then I just kept doing that. And then next thing I know, it's like an hour and a half. And I was like, crap. So, and if I didn't get up, it would have been, if I didn't have any, this scheduled, I would have been probably still lying in bed, honestly.
That's my fault. That's on me.
No, it's all right. It's all good because we both got busy lives and we got to do this and we got to do this,
Right. My lighting is a lot better during the day.
I would hope so. But are you by a window?
Yeah, it's a window that feeds into this room.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, same. And I still have my ring light on just to be safe because you can never rely on the sun. No, I'm just kidding. Like it, as it goes down, I don't know what it's gonna look like in here without that on. But so how is Barkley doing today?
He has been a little jerk, but of course, I still my son, so I can't, turn me back on him. I still love him. Also, about the drinks, one of these days I'm gonna show up drinking a Four Loko.
Oh my God. No.
That's gonna be a wild pod.
Oh my God. That one we might have to do a two-parter on. Like, oh Jesus. Y'all, what the hell?
You ever had the original recipe? I know you're a little bit younger than me. You ever had the original recipe?
I am not that much younger than you, but I think so. Explain, just to make sure I have.
So when Four Loko came out, like I don't know what they had in it. It might have been crack, but it was something like crazy because like you would drink one and would be like gone for the whole night. You would pregame and literally wouldn't need to drink nothing else. And then they were saying that like that version of it was kind of dangerous. So what they did was they came out with the new version. So then, it would take you like two and a half to really get you messed up. But that
Right.
people that know, the old version of Four Loco is was a monster.
Dangerous. See, okay. So my drinking escapades, I didn't really start drinking until I was 21. You know what I mean? So like
Okay.
back in the day with the Four Loco stuff, I did have a few drinks on and off. And whenever I would go out or something, guys would buy me drinks and I was underage. It just didn't matter. But
Lucky you.
I mean, I wasn't asking for it, of course. I just probably be out with someone, they'll buy me a drink, or because I was always hanging out with people who are older than me. And then or I went out with a friend, and we got bought drinks by guys. So you know how that goes. But
Yeah.
we as well, especially me, I just was not a heavy drinker. And I used to actually drink wine when I was like I started drinking wine when I was like 17, but I was at home. Like I did it with my mom. So and that's totally fine. But we just were not like that until I turned 21. And that was the first time I ever got drunk. And I got my brother drunk at the same time. So um and then I hated being drunk. And it's just like a thing that I kept doing throughout my life. Now, in my 30s, I've actually been more on the drinking aspect because I know more about drinking, like, and how to look for it and all that. However, for Loco, there was a time an ex-boyfriend and I know that's a story. Ex-boyfriend and we were like, hey, let's drink. And we're in our early 20s, okay? Hey, let's go to the gas station and get some Four Locos. So we did. We went back to the house and it was a different experience. So, and we did get two. Okay. And we split them both. Now, me and my little stuff at the time, and my tolerance was very low. So, I did drink a lot, and then he drank the same amount. And then we also had Fireball. Yo,
Oh, that's
right. I don't even do Fireball anymore. Like I cannot even digest Fireball. Like it will not work for
right.
me. So
I'm glad that you even here to tell this story.
right now, like oh boy, I had some wild days. I mean, it wasn't as wild as some others though, but wild for me. I just was never that
Right.
person to do all of that. Um, but yeah. So for local times, not again. Hey, if you
Yeah,
bring
I'm
the
too
shit
old to
on,
drink.
say what?
I'm too old to drink. I don't drink like that no more.
I don't either. And I don't even say that it's the old thing. I think it's more of like well, one, alcohol is not um it's not good for your body. It's actually poison. So it's got fentanyl all in it, and it's not really supposed to be in your body. Uh but so if you continue to do it, it will start showing you signs of, hey, my body is hating this. You're poisoning it constantly. So the older we get, I think it's more we put either priorities first, and then we start realizing that, hey, this shit actually hurts when we drink, you know, or we have done it so often that our bodies have built up a reaction now. So it does actually kind of do with the age thing in that aspect. But for me, I just don't do it as much anymore. And when I do it, I hate the way it feels.
Yeah, especially that next morning.
Yeah. I actually feel it almost immediately. Like I start feeling like, no, and being in the fitness industry, you just when you start taking care of your body, and you can attest to this too, when you start taking care of your body and you put healthier things in it, whenever you put anything in it that you're not supposed to, your body can sometimes immediately start rejecting it. So, and that goes with anything. Like just this past week I had hot dogs. When I tell you my stomach was like, I'm gonna throw this up for like 24 hours, it literally was wanting to throw up for 24 hours. I said, I'm never.
Oh, the glizzies got you. You
Yeah,
got by the glizzy.
I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I was like, oh, oh, can't do it no more. Oh, so I would be staying away from hot dogs probably for the rest of my life. Sausage dogs are a little different, but regular hot dogs is enough.
Anyway, Jameson, we do still want that sponsorship though. We do still want our Jameson sponsorship.
Yeah, we do still want that. Even though I'm not wearing any
So
Jameson right now, but
holler at us.
I have it all up in my house. I just should have like a Jameson bottle right here too, or another Jameson bottle, not all the bottles. Oh my gosh. So let's talk about so with music, total different subject. I know you guys, we're just jumping, right? But we do want to talk about music on this podcast and how music has helped you and us actually um build a different mindset and mood whenever we're feeling a certain way. So, and of course, we can talk about some songs and artists that have helped us out, or done the opposite. You know, like music can affect all of your moods. It can make you feel like total shit. You know, it can make you feel like complete happiness. It can make you feel envious of people. It's literally every single aspect of your emotions can come from music. And me being a and it's something I have been doing for years is, you know, I'm singing and all that stuff. Um, like singing for fun, singing for performances, whatever. I feel every single thing when it comes to music. I feel the beat sometimes is more important to me than the lyrics, you know? And then there are times where I'm like, why do I enjoy this song so much? Because I'm not paying much attention to the lyrics, right? And then I start reading the lyrics and
Right.
I'm like, oh, I'm going through something like that now. This is the reason why this is really important to me. So, can you hear this fool? Can you hear
Oh,
anything?
Maxwell?
No.
A little bit.
Okay, it was a dirt bike. Somebody has been riding around a fucking dirt bike out here for a few hours. Sorry. I'm just, oh, fuck. Oh, that's so annoying. It's just like random. Bro, I get it. Speaking of Maxwell, I need to turn his light on. Um, yeah, Maxwell don't make noise. I don't even. He does not make noise at all. Like I literally had to be quiet one time to see if he can make noises when he eats, because his little body goes like this when he eats. It's just, oh, anyway,
So Maxwell ain't barking, huh?
no, he can't bark. Thank God. Oh my God, he is not Barkley. Barkley. um. Anyway, back to the music thing. So, you know, music is all a part of our lives. I like think about it, and it's gonna make people think, probably, and definitely you too. When you go into stores, they have music, right?
Yeah.
Music creates your mood, and it actually is supposed to entice you to buy because it helps you to kind of like not think of anything else, and then you just kind of pick out things based off of how the music is actually creating the mood in the store. So Target for a while didn't have music, at least the ones, here. It didn't have music. So every time I would go in there, I feel really tired. I didn't want to stay in there long. I was like, I can't do this anymore. And I realized because a friend of mine pointed it out and she was like, they don't have music in here. And I said, oh, they don't. Finally, they got music. So I go in there and I don't feel tired. I actually want to buy almost everything in there, you know? So stores know exactly what they're doing. They want to play the happy, go lucky music that makes you buy and stay in there as long as possible. I don't know if you realized that going in the
That's
stores.
interesting. No, I actually hadn't. I worked in retail for a minute, and so I used to work at Toys R Us. A lot of people know,
Mhm.
and when I worked there, um, I knew the words to every song that came on. Like I be getting there, getting my work done, and like restocking shelves, and I'm sitting here with the box cutter and listening to Adele and Jonas Brothers and all types of stuff.
Oh gosh,
Like
yep.
I I liked it so much that I actually would go home and like I didn't know who the artists were, but I would like Google the lyrics, like just the words that I knew, and I would find out like one of them was Michelle Branch, Game of Love. Oh, I love that song.
Oh my
Um
God. It's so old.
yeah, David Archuleta had a song on there that I
Yeah.
used to like.
Oh
So
man,
yeah, they
I
like the
forgot
stuff.
about David Archuleta. Wow, that's crazy.
It was on American Idol, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was I think I don't remember what season. But it was definitely in the beginning times because that was when I was watching it.
Look at what I'm dealing with. Look at what I'm dealing with. Look at what I'm dealing with off camera. Like, bruh,
That's
leave me
our
alone.
thumbnail. He just sits there with it in his mouth like that. Oh my gosh. Oh, he is so cute. Like I tell you, a lot of times I see him, I'm like, I'm gonna go over to your house and steal him. But just just for a few
You can
days.
babysit anytime. You can babysit anytime. I don't mind.
You're like,
I
just
will have him a bag packed at the door.
oh my gosh, I gotta make sure him and Maxwell get along. Yeah, because beta fish actually get stressed out. If they're
Right.
around too many people, they get stressed. I was like,
Oh
hmm,
well.
yeah. I was like, he gets social anxiety.
So you can't throw no parties in the crib.
Oh God, no! I don't even do that now. No, 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 no. See, that's okay. Which is funny because I like people to an extent, but I do like younger when I was younger me liked parties. I was like, ooh, I can't wait to have my own place so I can have a party and all this kind of stuff, right? And that's true. Like when I got my own place, the first few times I did have people over a lot more, and I did like to host parties and stuff. Now, oh hell no. I like my own space. Please do not come up in my crib and take my stuff or make it messy or and I don't do those types of parties anymore anyway, but I just prefer to
Oh,
go
like kickback.
somewhere. Yeah, I like a kickback. But I still prefer a kickback to not be at my house. Like I'll go to anybody else's house any day, but not my place. I'm sorry. No. Because when I'm ready to go to sleep and I'm ready you to get the fuck out, I'm ready for you to get the fuck out. And some people like to just linger. And it's not me. But yeah. Like Jasmine knows. I'll be like, Jasmine, no, we just look at each other. She's like, okay, time to go. But usually she ready to go before me.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, listen to the Cowboy Carter album yet?
No. I knew that was gonna be I knew it. So okay, my mom and I spoke about it. My mom is not a Bay Hive person or anything like that. She doesn't really care. I don't really care. But she did say, Chris, I will say that her Cowboy Carter album is pretty fucking good. Those literally are her words. Pretty fucking good. I said, well, that's awesome. Like I don't I don't hate her. I don't have anything like really for her besides the fact I do admire the things that she does and that she just, does her own
Right.
thing and whatnot. But I don't actively go out and listen to her music. Not anymore. Like when she was with Destiny's Child back in the day, I loved them. They were one of my favorite girl groups. And I had the album, well, the CD and all that. I used to listen to it when I was in my room, knew all the words to the songs. When she went out and was on her own, I liked some of her songs, but I still was not a Beyonce fan, you know?
Right.
So, no, I haven't listened to it. I've heard very few clips of the first song, the really popular one or whatever. And that's it. And that's just been on social media. What do you think about it?
I hadn't heard it yet either. I am gonna dive into it. It's been a lot of stuff come out this week. Like a couple documentaries I want to watch. J. Cole dropped something today.
Okay, I can get with
So
that.
I gotta get into that. And then but I did hear that she did a for my one of my favorite podcasts, they did a basically a review on it. And I heard that she did a Jolene like remix, the
Yeah, I
Dolly
heard
Parton
about that.
song.
Yeah.
That's probably the first song I'm going to, because number one, Jolene is fire.
This is true. This is true. Jolene was
And I
actually
gotta
keep talking.
so I gotta hear how she does that song justice, because it's gonna be hard to improve on that song.
So you wanna hear it real quick, just like a snippet of it together? See if you can hear it.
Sure.
All right, let's see. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Some morning
What
you
you doing, B?
don't come for my man. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene,
That's gonna get us copyrighted,
Jolene.
right?
Yeah.
They're gonna have a SWAT come in. All six people that pay attention to this pod.
You know what? I will say it doesn't sound bad, and I mean I really like that song anyway. The original version is
Right.
great, but yeah, I mean okay, she did her damn thing. She did her thing, and then like the thing that bothered me though about people was like, oh, Beyonce is she's a black woman going in the country. First off, there's so many black people who have done country music, and then now some people are actually noticing because she's Beyonce. That is some bullshit. Like that just irritated the crap out of me. I was like,
Right.
how dumb are you? Do your research for you. Go ahead and say anything stupid in the comments. Like, please do research.
Right.
We literally have the internet that you can find everything basically by searching a few things on Google, and you're just gonna sit here and say she's the first black person to go into country music. No, the fuck she's not. Not even close.
Right.
Like,
Not even close.
yeah, like this shit happened before my time, actually, before my parents'
Exactly.
time. So just please be smart people and go and search your own shit before you actually just throw your shit under the bus because I'm really passionate about that, as you can see. That irritates me. That irritates me so bad when people say the dumbest stuff.
Stop. I'm the
God,
same way. Cause I'm like, man, your phone literally has the answers to every question that you have, but yet you still want to be wrong. I bet. I mean, that's your choice. That's your choice.
right. Like literally every single thing. We have Google University, YouTube University, TikTok University. You know, TikTok still got some bullshit on it, of course. But and so does on the internet in general. But if you go to Wikipedia, Wikipedia is supposed to be actual factual. And if you search that, it will tell you. It will
Right.
fucking tell you. God.
You remember when we were kids, they used to be like, don't use Wikipedia. Anybody can
Put stuff.
should
I know.
change
I
that.
remember that. I remember that. But remember too, when we were kids, it was like, don't believe everything on the internet because internet, got a lot of false stuff. I mean, it does, but like, sorry, I'm getting hot. Um, but like it's it was we were still very skeptical on the internet stuff back then. Plus, it wasn't a lot of stuff out, depending on the ages we were. But in the '90s, it was like really very little bit out, and then in 2000s, it was still being skeptical on things. So yeah, I don't know. People just anyway. Just do your research, guys. Stop putting stupid things on people's comments and stop saying that something is new now, which probably is not. Just to be honest with you, we've been around so long. A lot of people have already done the things that you think is new. Just because you were not born during it does not mean it didn't happen. Like,
Right.
and I think that's what most people's problem is. They think,
Yeah.
well, it didn't happen in my lifetime. And actually, it probably did. You just did not pay attention.
Right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Do you have a breakup playlist?
No.
Like a list that you got to get? I have
I figured you did. That's why I was like, oh God. Okay. I don't even have many playlists, by the way. But let's hear your
well,
breakup
not
playlist.
necessarily like playlists, like the traditional sense.
Yeah.
Like I just have like certain artists that I go to.
Okay. Okay. Well,
So you
okay.
remember how earlier?
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you continue.
You remember how earlier you were talking about how like the music can either elevate you or like bring you down.
Yeah.
So like normally, like fresh off a breakup, I want to wallow for like a couple of days. Like I just want to wallow in my own misery.
Right.
So like at that time, I usually throw in some Joe Budden, and because he does really sad rap, like pathetic, like I got all this bad stuff going on. So I
Mm-hmm.
listen to him in the beginning, and then once I start to feel better and start to get out of it, I'm playing nothing but Future. Because these hoes ain't gonna steal my joy.
Oh my
Don't let these
God.
hoes steal your joy.
That's so funny. And you're looking forward to the future. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Oh my
Exactly.
gosh. No, like
Leaving these hoes in
honestly,
my past.
yeah, seriously. You got to. But honestly, I think I don't actually normally go towards music after a breakup, or like of any type of relationship, situationship, whatever. I technically go into watching a movie. It takes my mind off of the situation that I'm dealing with. And then I do want to have something chocolate. It helps. Like I want some chocolate. I want to eat whatever the hell I want to eat that day. So I'll go and sometimes get myself something from my favorite restaurant, and I'll sit on the couch and I'll watch a movie and I'll eat chocolate and eat that food. And I'm just like, I'm not gonna cry with this dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not gonna cry. So and then I start going through things in my head of why it didn't work out, what I learned from it, um, how I can better myself from this situation. And then I go from I've really learned so quickly. Well, not so quickly, that's a lie. I've learned as I gotten older that a lot of people in your life are going to be here for a season anyway. So I kind of already
Right.
prepared myself before it happened that, when we break up, because you always know before it happens that it's going to happen. So I've been preparing myself. So by the time it actually happens, I'm kind of already in like step 3, 4. So I go through it really fast.
Yeah.
And then I go into acceptance in about 48 hours. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah, like I go
cold
through
blooded. I
quick.
can't do that. Uh,
I go through it quickly now. Back in the day, I was not like that. You can ask Jasmine. It took a while. Because I was always like, what's wrong with me? And honestly, it is not always me. And I had to learn that. That came from childhood trauma. Always thinking it was me and blaming myself for everything. But and she was like, bitch, it ain't you. I was like, you only said it because you're my best friend. And honestly, that wasn't the case. She's very honest, regardless, especially to me. Because I'm her best friend,
right.
she can be honest with me about stuff. But then my mom would also tell me it's not always you. And then just everybody I talk to, even you're like, well, Kristan, it sounds like you just weren't supposed to have this person in your life because they were actually pretty shitty. And I'm like, good point. So you know, after I get to that acceptance point, I start um listening to music that makes me feel fired up, makes me feel ready for the next chapter in my life. And my go-to artists are Ash Nico and Snow the Product. Like, I gotta have that girl gang kind of powerful empowerment type situation, and I'm here for it, like, oh man. I was like, yep, these my bitches.
Yeah, glow. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. That song thought. That song be riding. That Glorilla. Yeah, I mess with that.
Oh, see, I don't even listen to her. I don't.
So wait, you ain't never heard Yeah Glow?
I don't think so. I don't listen to the radio or anything. I don't listen to a
Oh,
lot of mainstream either. Like,
oh. I've never questioned our friendship so much at this point.
No, it's fine.
So when we get out the
Send it to
pod,
me.
so when we get out the pod, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, if you want some boss up rap shit, that's the one.
Okay, I'll see. I'll see. Wait, have you heard Snow the product? I think I sent you some of her stuff before, right?
No, I don't think you ever sent me any of that stuff.
Oh, it's gonna
Yeah, yeah,
happen.
we'll exchange. We'll exchange now.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got
quid
to.
quid pro quo.
Yes, exactly. Cause when I say this chick here, that's some boss shit right there. Like for real. And I've seen her in concert multiple times since 2015, to be honest with you. And she she fired. She's a boss for real. And it's funny how like the women who are boss bitches that I really like listening to, they're totally gay. Like totally gay. And I'm totally straight. But
And just show how detrimental men are.
honestly, it's sad. It's so sad. We'll talk about that another pod because that I want to go into a little bit deeper because there's a memory that I post. Well, there was a memory that popped up from when I posted on Facebook 12 years ago, and it said apparently 20 years ago at that time men were more manly than they are today. So I want to do more research and see how manly, like what's the percentage now in 2024, because this one was in like 2012 when I posted it. So yeah.
Right.
And I've noticed there's a huge decrease in manly men, and it's kind of sad because I like manly men, but there's not that many of them around.
Yeah, like I'm cool with being like open with your emotions and stuff like that a lot more. But
Yeah.
there's a way that you can do it, and then But hey, to each his own. I'm not here to, you know.
Right. But I don't think not being emotional is not manly. I actually think that's emotional health, like stability and being healthy and knowing who you are. It's
Right.
just a lot of women and men is just I'm going to say society in general sees some men being open about their emotions as a weakness, and I see it as a strength
Exactly.
because they know who they are and are more willing to show that to you, and there's a type of trust and respect there too. So that just is the whole, yeah, that's some bullshit. I want to
Well,
stick
I mean it
emotionally
as like
stable
the
person.
stigma.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what we grew up with.
Exactly. Yeah. It's and then like mental health being such a thing now, like we really need to make sure that we allow our men and women, everyone, to be able to express themselves in an open and healthy way. Some people do it very
Right.
toxic like, and it's not healthy to be toxic in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
So I'm not here for it. If you want to go and throw shit at people and hit people and whatever, go to the rage room and you beat some bottles and break some glass and hit a freaking car. But don't sit there and hit on other people. Like just don't do that. Like don't be a toxic
Yeah.
bitch. And I don't care if you're a man or woman. Don't be a toxic bitch. Like there's no point in that.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I had to address
that's
a lot of my own stuff with that. Like I used to be like misogynistic, probably homophobic. Like
yeah.
it was a lot of stuff that I had to address within myself. That it was just stuff that was, you know, my environment that I grew up in. But what
Yeah.
they say, thank God for growth. Thank God for
Exactly.
growth.
Exactly. I'm grateful for that. But anyway, we're gonna have to come to a close on our pod, y'all. I know. We got some.
Oh,
I know, I know.
already? Oh my God.
I know. We only got certain times set aside for it, but I think we're gonna go deeper into that conversation, the next one. I think that's a good one to have. We're gonna definitely do that. So I want to thank you guys for joining us for podcast episode 5. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button too if you want to be notified on any upcoming videos that we're going to post. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, because when you see this, it'll be Monday. So please have a great week. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Love you guys.
Love you.